Dear strong mind, I don't want you to rush now. This video is not content to be consumed quickly. This video was not made to get you somewhere. This video exists to stand with you. Because sometimes, unless a person stops, they can't realize what questions live within them. And today, we're stopping here. Why am I alive? This question isn't foreign to you. Maybe it came at night. Maybe it appeared suddenly when everything was going well. Maybe it's been inside you for a long time, but you didn't name it. Most people fear this question because this question pierces the surface of life. And that's exactly what the subconscious does. Why does this question come up right now? Dear powerful mind, the subconscious doesn't speak randomly. The question, why am I alive, usually arises at times like these. After achieving a goal, after struggling for a long time, after a great loss, or when everything is going well. For no reason, because the subconscious asks, was this it? This question is not depression. This question is not weakness. This question shows that old meanings no longer carry you. According to Frankl, people suffer when meaning ends. But they misinterpret this suffering. They think, I have no motivation, I'm tired, I'm falling apart. But the truth is, dear strong mind, your soul wants to move to a higher level. Why does the subconscious make this question scary? Because this question implies, the life you've lived so far may not have been yours. And this shakes the ego. The subconscious knows this. If you take this question seriously, some roles will collapse, some relationships will change, some goals will become meaningless. That's why the mind goes into defense mode. It keeps you busy. It distracts you. It silences you. But dear powerful mind, a silenced question does not die. It sinks deeper. And from there, it wears you down. Where did Viktor Frankl see this question? Frankl saw this question not in theory, but in humanity at its most naked, in the concentration camp, where people had numbers, not names. Frankl realized this. In the same hunger, the same fear, the same threat of death, while some people collapsed, others remained standing inside. The reason was not strength. The reason was not hope. The reason was this: I still have a reason. Sometimes that reason was a person. Sometimes it was an unfinished sentence. Sometimes it was a story to be told in the future. The subconscious dissolves the moment it loses this reason. What does the question, why am I alive, actually mean? This question often means the following: Dear strong mind, I no longer want to just survive. But saying this takes courage, because it brings responsibility. Frankl speaks very clearly. One should not ask what one expects from life, but what life expects from one. This does not make you passive. This makes you the chooser, because now the responsibility is yours. And the subconscious, right at this point, tests you. The universal wound, the void of meaninglessness. Dear strong mind, now I will tell you this. What you are experiencing is not unique to you. It is the wound of our age. Everyone, at least once in their life, doesn't want to wake up in the morning, feels that what they do is meaningless, wonders, should I have lived a different life? Frankl calls this the existential void. When this void is suppressed, addictions, overwork, escapism in relationships, a constant need to consume arise. But the subconscious says, I don't want to be distracted. I want meaning. Why does happiness not fill this void? The modern world sells you happiness. But the subconscious is not satisfied with happiness, because happiness is temporary. Meaning is permanent. Frankl says, happiness follows meaning. It cannot replace meaning. That's why, dear strong mind, there are those who feel empty while smiling, those who are successful but exhausted, those who have everything but feel nothing. This is not a malfunction. This is a sign. How does meaning arise according to Frankl? Frankl does not invent meaning. He listens to meaning. It comes in three ways. First, by creating. When you leave a contribution, it takes root in the subconscious. Second, by loving. A real bond tells the subconscious, I am not alone. Third, by standing up to pain when you carry the unchanging with meaning. Dear strong mind, it is not the pain itself. It is the meaning you give it that shapes you. Now stop. Ask yourself this question. Am I an extra in my life, or someone who dares to be a hero? Because if this question chose you, there is no turning back. Your subconscious is calling you, and it is possible to escape this call, but the price is heavy. Dear strong mind, the question, why am I alive, did not come to weaken you. This question came to wake you up. It came to transform you. From the drifting to the choosing. From, dear powerful mind, now I'm going to ask you for a small thing. Remember a moment in your life when you truly stopped. A moment when everything fell silent. When your phone was silent. When no one expected anything from you. But when your inner world was anything but silent. That's when the question, why am I alive, usually arises. Because the subconscious isn't afraid of silence. The subconscious is uncomfortable with distraction. With what feeling does the subconscious bring this question? This question usually comes with the following feelings. Dear powerful mind, a slight emptiness, a restlessness without cause, a feeling of something is missing, but what? A sense of meaninglessness that comes when everything is going well. The common point of these feelings is this, an identity crack. In other words, your subconscious is telling you, I can no longer continue to be this person. But it doesn't say this directly, because this sentence would change your life. So it asks you a question instead. Why does a person avoid this question? Because when this question is answered, some goals become meaningless, some relationships are questioned, some sacrifices become futile, and the ego resists this. The subconscious says, you must change. The ego says, everything is fine. Leave it alone. This conflict wears people down. And dear strong mind, most people mistake this weariness for life being hard. No, life isn't hard. Life is incongruous. According to Frankl, this point is not a crisis, but a threshold. Frankl calls these moments the threshold of meaning. At this threshold, there are two paths. To live the old life more intensely, to respond to a call for new meaning. In the concentration camp, Frankl observed this. People with meaning did not break down, even when suffering. Those without meaning, however, collapsed at the slightest despair. That's why Frankl says, man can endure pain, but not meaninglessness. The universal wound, the feeling of, I'm living the wrong life. Dear strong mind, be honest now. Haven't you felt this at least once in your life? I could have been someone else. This feeling is not spoiled. This is not ingratitude. This is your subconscious whispering to you. And everyone hears this whisper at least once. Some suppress it. Some ignore it. Some silence it. But some listen. This is where heroism begins. What does it mean to be a hero? Being a hero is not about being happy. It is not about being brave. Being a hero is this, dear strong mind, hearing what life wants from you and choosing not to run away. According to Frankl, this choice, does not make you special, does not make you superior, but it makes you real. Now let's go back to the beginning. Why am I alive? This question did not make you weak. This question chose you. And this question does not want an answer. This question wants a direction. Dear strong mind, if you've listened to this video this far, know that you are not an extra in this story. This story wants to continue with you.